Ring of Honor's Best in the World is a few hours away, and the reason I took so long for this to do this video is because just waiting for the actual card to come out. Uh, Again, like I said before, Ring of Honor apparently does not air in my area. It used to, but I guess it was something with Sinclair. Or it was a either restructuring a contract or making a new deal with television companies. So we'll see what happens with that. But with that in mind, we have a lot of matches to go for right now. We'll try to go through them as quickly as possible. First off, Moose and War Machine, Hanson and Rowe, will face the Bullet Club of Adam Cole and the Young Bucks, representing the Bullet Club. So last month we had the not a debut, but the induction of the Bullet Club members of Adam Cole and who was the other guy? Adam Page. So both Adams are in the fucking Bullet Club, which is kind of funny when you think about it. But just the way they did it. The way they did it. To basically super kicking everyone, including Mr. Wrestling 3, who was fucking ecstatic about it. Fucking ecstatic about everyone being super kicked, and he got super kicked. The Young Bucks even super kicked their father, who, as you would expect, looks like a bigger Young Buck. A bigger, older, losing hair Young Buck, which is kind of funny. But with that being said, Bullet Club has expanded once again and has people in Ring of Honor that are in the company. That are in Bullet Club, rather. And with that being said, it would make sense for Bullet Club to win. By the way, this match is a tornado tag, so anything goes at this point. So I would not be surprised if Hanson and Rowe use that to their advantage, but the Bullet Club will probably win this one. Next up in the singles match, ACH versus Silas Young. Very interesting dynamic in that match, but I'm probably going to go with ACH just because of the guy's God-given ability. And we might see another match of this, so why not just give ACH an opening win in the feud here? And I don't know if I can say this guy's name correctly. Kyle O'Reilly versus Kamaitachi, or better known as Hiromu Takahashi, who honestly has been a great talent over the years. But it's interesting. You know, the guy's been in CMLL, the guy's been in New Japan, obviously. And I'm not sure if he's still under the mask or not, because of CMLL's thing with that, with Fantasticamania as well. But, I mean, he has been in the States a little bit, just losing ACH recently. So I would assume, as great as Kyle O'Reilly is, Kamaitachi might get the win here just based on their alliance with the New Japan guys over the years. Next up, Mark Briscoe versus Roderick Strong. This is going to be very obvious since Roddy's leaving the company. There was an announcement a couple days ago of him leaving the company, so Briscoe will get the win for sure. Next up, for the tag team titles, The Addiction, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, who are the champions now, will face the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Now, this goes back a couple months ago with Sabin being in The Addiction for a while. Then the debut of Alex Shelley into Ring of Honor brought a unique dynamic as Sabin turned on them and brought back the Motor City Machine Guns. This is a great match for the show in general. This could be, as far as tag team matches go, this could be a tag team match of the year candidate. I might doubt it will be that, but it should be up there for sure. With that being said, though, Machine Guns should win the match and the titles. Next up, a fight without honor. This was going to happen a couple shows ago, but due to some neck surgery of some kind with Carino, that was not going to happen. This is a long and storied feud of Ring of Honor with Steve Carino having his jabs, verbal debates with BJ Whitmer to the point where Carino actually knocked him out with a roll of quarters. I think it was a roll of quarters, a roll of dimes, a roll of something. Took him out, which thus had a zero tolerance policy, which we was fired as, and that's which we have Mr. Wrestling Free, which is basically Carino in a mask as Mr. Wrestling Free, which is fucking awesome. But for those who have not seen a fight without honor before, basically no rules. We're unlike the regular matches, which have the code of honor, which is a handshake and sportsmanship overall. Just regular match. This will be no disqualifications, no countouts. Do falls count anywhere? I do not remember if falls count anywhere in this match. I have to check real quick. I apologize. Fight without honor. Use of weapons, but it does not say falls count anywhere. So, that being said, Carino finally gets a moment here and picks up the win. Next to the television championship, Bobby Fish versus Dalton Castle for the world television title, and it's really weird, this match. It's something I wouldn't think we would see for a while, but honestly, Castle just won back the boys recently, so it would make sense for him to win the title, but I would not be surprised if Bobby Fish retained. And finally, the main event, a match a year in the making, or the rematch rather of in the making for a year now. Jay Lethal will defend his world championship against Jay Briscoe. Now, this might be a surprise, to be honest, but with Lethal holding the title for a year, you would think he would lose it at this event. The reason he's not going to, though, is because he will defend his title next month at a WCPW show, or What Culture Pro Wrestling show. So with that being said, it would make sense for him to retain the belt, to go to there, to have that WCPW show be a great event, to have that along with the crowning of the WCPW world title. We'll get to those. We'll get to that and what WCPW actually is in the days to come. But for now, Best in the World is literally a couple hours away. So with that being said, anything can happen at this event. Hopefully we can see it, because with the lack of some productions in television does have a lack of pay-per-view buys. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from here.